Today's topic of discussion is emplacement emplacement of magma. Emplacement generally means when magma ascend to the surface due to the force of buoyancy or due to the lower density as compared to the wall rock. So when it comes toward the surface from the magma chamber, then how it got emplaced or how it got makes it room for the crystallization of minerals, and further by mixing of more than one mineral it form rocks. So in emplacement of mineral we generally concerned with the settling of magma in the crust. So there are many ways and there are many factors that affect the emplacement of magma. Further, before going into the topic, we will have a small discussion on what is magma, what is magma, how it is formed, how it is formed, how it is formed, and what are the that affect the factor that affect the formation of magma or generation of magma. Because in this uh, lecture we'll mainly discuss with the emplacement of magma, but before before going into the emplacement of magma we need to understand about what is magma, because without knowing what is magma we cannot further discuss it. So we'll consider it as magma is a molten material. Magma is a molten material and it is formed by the melting of solid rock. Melting of solid rock. So this is two fundamental things that we need to keep in mind, that magma is a molten material and it is formed by the melting of solid rock. Now point comes that what is the source of solid rock, because we have talked that it is formed by the melting of solid rock. Then what is the source of solid rock? So there are mainly two source of solid rock. First is crustal rock, that is generally used in the subduction zone when the lithosphere subduct into the other plate, and one more source is the mantle. So by the melting of crustal rocks and by the melting of mantle rocks, that is generally peridotite or Lherzolite. So these are the solid rock that when melt converted into the magma. And generally magma is formed by the mainly three component that is used to make a complete magma in the three phases. That is in solid form, it is solid residue, because we all know that magma in terms for melting we cannot to total melt the rock. Because to melt the total source, we need very high temperature, so that is not present. So there will be some residue of solid rock will left behind when magma form. So there will be a component of solid residue rock, and there will be melt when any solid material will uh, going to form magma. Then the melting of solid rock will form melt and volatiles. So these are the three major components that are the integral part of magma, or by combining these three components we form a complete so-called magma. So because we all know that to make the magma from the solid rock we need a specific set of temperature and pressure condition that is not present everywhere on the earth. So it is true that magma does not form everywhere beneath the earth's surface. There will be some special site where magma will form. For example, for subduction zone magma formation, magma will form when two plate will come toward each other, or at mid ocean degrees when will two plate go away from each other. And one more condition, when mantle plume or the magma will evolve come from the d double dash layer or at the core mantle boundary, that is the source of mantle plume volcanism on the earth surface. So this is the basics of the magma, that how magma forms, how what is the component of magma, and what is the conditions that favor the formation of magma. So there are great variety of magma and lava that solidify to produce igneous rocks. We all know that the ultimate source of igneous rock is magma. When magma solidify, it will form directly igneous rock, and igneous rocks are integral component of this rock cycle, in which there are three important rocks, that is sedimentary, metamorphic and igneous, and all are for example, sedimentary rocks are formed by the erosion and weathering of metamorphic or igneous rock. So ultimately the crustal rocks that is present on the earth surface is direct or indirect formed by the magma itself. So magma is very important term that we need to understand while studying petrology. And the process that the process that helps to form the magma from solid rock is called as anataxis. Anataxis, or sometimes it is known as partial melting. Why we are saying partial melting? Because we know that we have already discussed that the solid rock cannot melted 100%. So there will be partial melting occur when we melt the rock that is either of mantle rock or the crustal rock at the subduction zone. So this was all about the basics of the magma, how it forms and what are the component of magma. Now we will study major types of magma, because we are going to discuss the emplacement of magma, and different type of magma will emplace in different type of tectonic setting. So first we will need to understand what major type of magmas are present. So there are mainly three type of magma, that is basaltic magma, andesitic magma and rhyolitic magma. These three are divided on the basis of silica content and their viscosity and their temperature. So, you